Hi, and welcome to A1R Psychic Radio. I knew I'd do that. Sorry, everybody. Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. I'm Rayleen Kable, your host for Soul Talk today, tonight, / evening. Welcome, and thank you very much for tuning in. I've been so excited because I really love just connecting with you all, and today I really wanted to touch on a few different topics. One being, you know, it's really important at the moment to be alive. It's a beautiful time in our lifetime to be alive. I just want to say that. So I hope whatever you're doing, however your week's been, I hope it just pans out to be the most beautiful week. I was sitting here earlier just prior to coming on air, and I was pondering on, you know, all the beautiful things in life. And if you don't know, I'm a medium, clairvoyant / paranormal investigator and everything else. But I'm sure we're all that too. But I was actually playing with my animal medicine cards, and I thought, okay, Spirit, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to really work out what's the message today. What's a message that I could share with the world? And one of those, I'll show you if you like. It's the Armadillo. Oops. Got to make sure I put it in the right spot. There we go. So the Armadillo, it's quite a beautiful little creature. It's not that little, by the way, but what it does remind us whenever I pull the Armadillo for myself, it is generally a reminder of, you know, having boundaries and placing things in like a sacred space. So when as you can see, I'll show you again. Sorry, as you can see. Here, he's got a really hard, I'm not a very good host like this, but he's got a very good, I'm going to go the opposite way. He's got a very good shell on, no, that way. Oh, don't you love it? Oh, thank you. There, yeah. Well, you can see that lovely shell. So he's got a really hard shell, and that is his protection from predators. So what I want to say to you, it's not about having protection from predators, because this is really, my show is all about the soul. It's all about working with knowing yourself. It's all about working with how you can build yourself to be a better you. And so the Armadillo, I feel, is actually reminding us that, you know, sometimes we have to have boundaries. Sometimes we have to put boundaries in place for our own self-preservation. And I think the Armadillo is reminding us of that today. And I thank Spirit very much for bringing that message through. And I love when, you know, little synchronicities of how Spirit works. Spirit works in such a beautiful way. And if we're open-minded and open, you know, if we open our hearts, we can really benefit from, you know, the little synchronicities, the signs. Sometimes the signs may come from, you know, outside of your home. Sometimes the signs come from, you know, inside the home. But most of all, the signs will come from within you. For instance, we automatically know when we're thirsty, we'll go and get a drink. So that's a little sign that your body's needing it. Maybe your spirit's needing it. Maybe, you know, on every level, you're needing a little bit of rehydration. So it's about really listening to that inner voice and that inner aspect of who you are. You know, when we really know who we are, we just kind of like blossom. And I love the fact that, you know, the Armadillo today was just reminding us all on some level to place boundaries where boundaries need to be placed. And it's not walls, not brick walls, and it's not shutting out the world. It's basically just saying, okay, this is my little circle. And for now, this is where I'll let things come into a certain level, and then I'm going to let things go. So, you know, it's about being able to say, okay, that person, say, for instance, you're catching up with a friend for coffee and your friend's pretty highly strung and got a lot going on. You want to be there for her. But maybe on some level too, it's about you putting boundaries in place. So once you've helped her or assisted her, you can then let things go at the end of the day, and you're not carrying it around. So boundaries would be the big message today, I would say, from the animal medicine cards. And I have to say, I do have a lot of deck of cards. I haven't been very present a lot online, for those of you who are following me on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, but I am working behind the scenes, everybody. I would have announced in not my last show, my previous show, about my beautiful little video that I've created for children, and it's to help children, assist children in healing. I've since sent it off to a few people. I have had a few problems because I'm not tech savvy. I'm very honest, I'm not tech savvy. So I have had a few problems just getting it where I want it to be on my website. So please forgive me if I've said I'm going to do it, I will do it. Part of why I haven't done it is only because I'm having a few glitches with getting it on my site. But I will do that. It will happen. And you can always contact me personally on Facebook or via Messenger or however. Find me, send me a message, and I'll definitely get back to you. I do find, we're now in the new month. So July is the beginning. It's the beginning of a new month. Wow. And we're all going to say, what is July going to bring us? Well, I guess too, on another level, July is a month where we can, from the very onset, set out our intentions to what we want to experience. And I think that's the important thing. Yes, we're going to have astrological things happen. Not that I'm an astrologer, but I do love that area. There's going to be planetary activity, of course. But really, how you what you put out as an intention for your month will be, excuse me, I'm just fixing up my earpiece so I can hear myself, I guess. Sorry, just a little bit of joke. But so put your clear intentions. What do you want the month of July to be for you? Would you like it to be a month of achievement, creativity, a month of inspiration, a month of clarity, a month of being grounded, a month of, what would you like the month of July to be? Because when we start from the beginning of the month or the beginning of the year or the beginning of our birth year, which is our birthday, so when you turn your next birthday will be your beginning of your year, in truth. So, what do you want? I know for myself, I really want July to be one of my busiest months with my creativity, as I've got so many things, so many ideas, and so many things that I want to share with you all. So make a clear intention of where you want to be, not only now at the beginning of July, but at the end of July. Where do you want to be? What do you want to be doing? What do you want to achieve? We are our own creators. We co-create from within. So if we actually put clear intentions and stick to it, sometimes I find the hardest challenge, and I have to be honest for myself, the hardest challenge sometimes, is to be consistent. I can get so sidetracked. I think it's a Gemini moon that I have. But it's not sidetracked. I just like to be in the moment. So sometimes I find 1 minute I'll be baking, and you'll laugh at this, everybody, but prior to the show, I was baking a banana cake, and I just, that's being true to my spirit. I looked at on my bench and I had bananas that I knew that needed to be used. So what did I do? I listened to my spirit and I just created a banana cake before the show. How perfect is that? By the way, I'm in Australia. For those of you who are listening all around the world, I'm in beautiful Australia. At the moment, we're in our winter month. So if you see me all rugged up and got all these beautiful scarves on, you'll know that it's because I'm cold. And when it comes summer, I won't have all those things on. But I am on the central coast in New South Wales. So for those of you who want to get a little glimpse of where I'm at, what's around me, please, do a Google thing and have a look. But I am a practicing medium clairvoyant, have been for over, I don't want to say because I'm old, but a long, long time. I'm very honoured and very blessed to be able to work with people on so many different levels, and previous callers I've had on my show, I'm so grateful for, and we've had some beautiful connections. So, what I really want to touch on today is that basically it's time for us to all be present in our own lives. It's about being present in our own lives and not allowing external things to take us off our course, to take us off our own path. We all, I think I wrote something earlier this week. I do a lot of little beautiful sayings, and I must say that they often come through with the helping hand, if not most of the time. With Spirit's help. So, and one of it was on self-worth and the importance of knowing your own self-worth, because no one else knows you better than you, and no one else can value you better than you. So sometimes, we have to stop and go, hang on, why am I worrying about what that person's thinking or that person said or that person's opinion? Does it really matter? In truth, we don't dismiss it because obviously that person feels it's important for them to air or say what they need to say on your behalf. But I guess when I talk about self-worth, it's about you knowing your self-worth and valuing your self-worth because it's not anybody else's self-worth to value. And I will post on my Facebook again later for you, for those of you who missed it. But it is about you are your self-worth. No one else can grade you or tell you what you're worth. And once you actually understand and reclaim that aspect of who you are and how beautiful and divine and amazing you are and all the beautiful things that you can bring into your life and into your world, you then start to less worry about what other people feel or think about you, or their opinions. Their opinions are their opinions, but it has no value to who you are, and it doesn't change you and your worth. So this week I really I'm just going to suggest and put it out there for you all, but maybe work on that. Work on understanding your worth and understanding how you can, really delve deeper into who you are. It's a word. Worth is a word. It's more about what we feel. It's about what we feel. I've noticed lately, I've been working a lot with heart stuff, heart chakra stuff. So all about emotions, all about true love, all about pure compassion. I read a lot of different things that people write on social media, and I don't always comment because obviously it's not my. I'm reading it and I'm respecting and valuing what they're writing. But sometimes I'll share, certain things just to remind them that they're just amazing. So, it doesn't hurt to come from your heart. To whether it be for your loved ones, whether it be for a stranger, whether it be for your community, and really getting in that vibe of, this is because, I know when I do something from my heart, which is most of the time I'm doing everything from my heart, to be honest. Sometimes my head will pop in and my ego will pop in and go, oh, that's not right. And then I'll go, does this feel right? If it feels right, I 100% will do whatever I feel is right for that person. But I do everything from my heart because when you do something from your heart space, it is felt and it has a beautiful, beautiful impact. And you may not see instant results. Excuse me, this earpiece is really annoying me, so I'm just back a little bit. So, okay, so when you do it from your heart, there is this aspect of you who you're not just giving it from your heart, but you're giving a part of you, that beautiful aspect of your soul. And, you may not know that immediate impact that you have, but you will have a beautiful impact because when we come from our heart, we are coming from our purity, our soul's purity, you know. And often we actually receive a lot more than we realize. So we're giving, but we're also receiving in that moment that we're giving. So it's like I say, it's a beautiful time to be alive. It's a wonderful time to get to know yourself. It's a wonderful time to be present. So being present, what does that mean, Rayleen? Being present is being here and now, not in the past, maybe not even in the future. It's about being right here and now. I had a client earlier this week, and I loved it because this soul had already decided to be in amongst nature. So when we were doing our session, he was in nature, and I thought that was beautiful. And he knew what he needed in order to be able to connect. So sometimes we have to stop and go, what do we need? What do I need? Do I need sun at the moment? Do I need snow? Do I need to be out in the snow throwing snowballs? Do I need to be going for a surf? Do I need to be going for a walk? Do I need to be, doing something a little bit different? Sometimes people say, I'm just not sure where to go or what I'm meant to be doing. And I often say, maybe you're not meant to be doing a lot. Maybe you're just meant to be doing what's you're doing right now. We put so much pressure on ourselves, so much expectation. And that expectation can be overbearing and quite stressful, not only to your psyche, but to your spirit, because the spirit's going, hang on, why are we in overload? Why are we in overload? Why don't we slow down and just let things happen? You know, when we fully are aware and fully present, we don't even question it. We just do. We just do what needs to be done. And it may not be a lot. This week, I've done quite a lot of the opposite to what I thought I'd be doing. But my thoughts were, oh, you were going to do this, this, and this. But my heart and soul was going, go and bake a sorry, go and bake a nice banana bread. By the way, I've baked 2 banana breads this week, just to share with you. So, but it is about being spontaneous, and it is about being able to say, it's okay, I don't have to be busy if I don't want to be. And that is truly being in the moment. Like when I finish my show here now, I will go and do something else, and I'll walk off, and then I'll come back and do whatever I need to be doing. Although we all have, yes, it's good to have structure and it's good to have a little bit of a plan, but it's also very good to be very spontaneous, because sometimes spontaneity, I don't say that word, spontaneity, I got it out as best I could, but being spontaneous can allow you to experience new things. And sometimes that's just what your soul needs, is to experience new things, new people, new places. And the only way we can sometimes do that is by being in the present moment, being spontaneous, trusting, totally trusting our soul and letting our soul just, guide us. I every morning I wake up and thank God, I wake up and I say, okay, so what do you want me to do today? Where's my soul taking me today? I don't ask my ego, because my ego could be saying, oh, no, you're not getting out of bed. But I trust my soul. So, building that trust and it's when you say, Micah, what do you mean by soul, Rayleen? Well, your soul is the essence of who you are. It is the ultimate aspect of the amazing person, not person, sorry, person, because you've got to be a person to have a soul, but it's more about that beautiful element that people connect with. You might go down to your local shop and get your local bread for the day, and then the person that's selling the bread to you, the cashier might say, hi Rayleen, how are you today? And they're not connecting with my personality, they're connecting with my soul. And of course, me being me, hi love, how are you today? What is your day? I love to emanate beautiful positive energy. That's who I am. I'm not perfect, guys. Well, in the eyes of spirit, maybe I am, but it is about being authentic. It's about being you. It's about letting people see you and seeing you from that deeper level, not from the outs. The external always changes. Look, the truth is, we're all going to get old. Well, I hope we all get old. And I'm going grey, but I won't show you all my greys. I was going to dye my hair, oh God, I've been going to dye my hair for months. But you know what? It doesn't really matter, because you're really connecting with my soul. You're not connecting with my grey hairs. You're not yet. So, very random thing to say, I know. But what I'm trying to say in amongst all that is, be true, be authentic. Don't be something to please other people. Don't be something because you feel you have to. Don't be something because there's an expectation placed upon you. Be you and be happy in you. And if you're not happy in you, get to laugh at yourself, get to smile at yourself, get to enjoy who you are for who you are, and know that you're much, much more than what you've ever perceived. And I think this is a beautiful time, and this earpiece is really sorry, everybody. What an annoying thing. Maybe my ear shrunk. I don't know. But yeah, so it is about really being able to be you and be your authentic self and have fun and smile and see the joys in life. If you're not seeing the joys in life, find them. If you're not seeing the joys in life, find them, create them, bring them back into your world, invite them back into your world. Make it your world, no one else's world. We're all connected. That's the truth. We all feel empty everywhere, all around the world. That's the truth. But being stressed out, worried, fearful, that's not going to help you nor the rest of the world. So sometimes we just got to be the best that we can be. And by doing that, we emanate this beautiful energy of compassion, love, light, truth, all of the beautiful things that bring us back to that, hey, that's why we're here. You know, I'm blessed in so many ways, and I count my blessings. Well, I don't necessarily count them, but I do count my blessings. And, I live on property, and this property will be something that will be working with the community in the future in a big way. And I'm so honored to be able to be a part of that. And when I look at that, I think this is what it's all about. Our new world, our new life, our new world that we'll see it in the future will be about community, will be about getting back to the old ways. I love some of the old sayings, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. That's just one of I always refer back to the old sayings that were said, way before my time, and my grandmother and grandfather and so forth that shared with me. And they couldn't be any truer statements, very simple, but also very true statements, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't. It's like the old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You can bring knowledge to people, but you can't enforce it. You can't make it, if you give it, it is choice and free will to whether or not that person wishes to take it on. So that's just one example. I was just trying to think of and I always get this one wrong, about when you can teach a man how to fish. No, you can, I can't remember it, sorry everybody, but it is along the lines of you can help a man by giving him fish, but if you teach him how to fish, then he's got that, he's learned that skill for life, which is you can give a man fish and he will eat for a day. Okay, that's it. But if you teach a man how to fish, he will eat for a lifetime. Thank you, beautiful producer. I love you. So thank you very much for that, Dave. So thank you for that, because that is, isn't it true? We can, and this is where I always say to people, bring in the aspects of discernment. Discern what's right for you, what's not right for you, what works for you, what doesn't. What works for me may not work for you. And that's okay. It's about finding what's really good for your soul and what really makes your soul sing and dance. And again, I'm getting another headset next week. Sorry, guys. And girls. So, yeah, so some of these old sayings I just love because they really bring back the truth of simplicity, of how simple some things can be. Now, I said to my husband before I come on to air about my banana bread, I said, well, isn't that lovely? Normally when bananas go brown, we have a choice. We can throw them out, put them in a compost, or we can make something with it. And I made out of banana, old bananas, I made banana bread. So, it's about, coming back to the simple things. And the simple things are often the best. That sounds like an ad. But, they're often the best. And what they do is they actually remind us of some skills that we may have forgotten that we had. And I actually do back to the banana bread, but banana bread is a classic example. I used to love cooking, and I got caught up with everything doing, all my work and, nursing and all the things that I was doing at one stage, which really I didn't have any time. I didn't give myself time to be able to do those things. So, come back to some of the most beautiful and simple things. Remember, I always say it never hurts to smile. Because when we smile, we're bringing in, not only are we helping ourselves because it helps the hormones in your body to smile, but it also brings sometimes that gift of acknowledgement to a stranger. And I do look a bit strange in the shopping centre sometimes because I actually smile a lot. I'm always smiling. And people look at me sometimes as though, is that something different, or am I missing something? And I don't do it for any other reason, because I'm happy to be happy. But I love to see when people acknowledge a smile, and when I look at them and I'm smiling, I know it's just this beautiful feeling of, you know, they could actually, yesterday I suggested to a person I walked past to smile, and they kind of like looked at me strange. I said, smile, and they did, which I thought was beautiful. And I know on another level that helped them, even though they didn't even realize it. Maybe when they walked off, they did. They would have felt better because of the hormones. So, wow, we're coming to a close in the show, and that's gone so fast. Wow. I've had such a lovely day, such a lovely time with you. And I really do hope that I've helped you on some levels. I know I go from one thing to the next, but sometimes that's just the way it goes. But I do hope that you take some of what I've shared with you and maybe utilize it for yourself. And if you don't, maybe share it with somebody else. Now, don't forget, everybody, you can find me on Facebook. I'm under my name, Rayleen Kable. I'm also on YouTube and also on Instagram, and I'm sure I'm on Twitter too. But that's a lot of things to keep up with, isn't it? So whatever your week does hold for you, may it be a week of pleasure, fun, love, community, and joy. And remember, you are so beautiful, you are so special, and everything that you say, feel, and do is important. You have, I value your worth. So let's work on you understanding and loving your worth, because you are worth more than anything in this world. And I think once you apply your love and energy to yourself again and to your beautiful soul, I'm sure all these beautiful things will happen for you. So we are coming to a close. I will next week be doing some readings. So please don't forget to tune in and call in, and we'll do some readings. And I hope you have a rocking day. And for you, Dave, that's a little dance. I don't know what they call that, the shimmy or something like that. But yeah. So have a lovely day, evening / everything, everybody. You are special. You are unique. And you are worth more than anything in this world. I look forward to tuning into with you next week, same time, same place, same channel. And remember, your soul knows you better than you. So don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. On that note, as always, I like to say and end the show with the most beautiful, loving. Oh, I think I'll be with you in a second. I'll do a little bit of a dance, long. Maybe about, can I get a countdown so then I can do my numbers? So have a beautiful week, everybody. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. And remember, you are loved, you are worth everything beyond this world. And, start finding joy. Get back to the simple things. Have a bit of fun. Get out in the sun, get out in the snow.